Hello friends.
Hi friends.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
How are you?
I am fine and you?
I'm also fine.
That's a good news.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Friends, today I'm going to introduce myself. Before I'm going to this stage, I wanna get your permission. Shall I start?
Yes, my boss.
My name is Shubham Jangid. I am from Jhunjhunu district of Rajasthan. My father's name is Subhasan Jangid and he is a worker. My qualification is I have done my BSc first year. Now I am pursuing my BSc second year. My hobbies are playing cricket and gardening. My target is I want to join Indian Air Force because I serve for the nation and touch the sky with glory. My self-confidence is my strength, my weakness is my handwriting, and my specialty is I am a good learner. That's all about my introduction. Now I am start my topic, terrorism. So friends, today terrorism become a worldwide problem. Terrorism is an act in which some people make a fearless atmosphere surrounding us and they killing a large number of people for their selfishness. Terrorism make terrorists by catching some innocent peoples and they completely change their mind and fill up some thoughts against his nation and human beings. India has been facing the problem terrorism since independence. The terrorism in India is mainly supported by external agencies like Pakistan. Some political parties and some leaders also help the terrorists. There are many terrorist attacks are happened in our India. For example, the first is the bomb blast in Mumbai and Calcutta. The second is the terrorist attack on our parliament. And third, we all know very well the Pulwama attack. I think, friends, unemployment and the large scale of property is the main reason of terrorism. The terrorist does not see who is in front of them. They only killing everybody, whether he is a child or a old person. Today, many countries like USA, Israel, Russia, India has come forward to wipe out the terrorism, and I am sure that our soldiers completely root out the terrorism because it is a war not only for a person or a country but also everybody. That's all about my presentation. Thanks for listening to me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Hello friends. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
How are you?
I am fine and you?
I am also fine.
That's good news.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Friends, today I am going to introduce myself. Before I am going to this stage, I want to get your permission. Shall I start?
Yes, why not?
Friends, my name is Deepak from Churu district of Rajasthan. My father's name is Mr. Sunil. He is a farmer. My qualification is I have done BSc first year. Now I pursuing BSc second year. My aim is I want to become an airman because airman's life and adventure's life. I want to serve for nation and touch the sky with glory. My strength is my self-confidence and my weakness is my handwriting. My specialty is I am a good learner. That's all about my introduction. Friends, today's my topic is online education. Online education plays a very important role due to COVID-19 when all schools and offline platforms are totally closed. Online education plays a very important role for student. Online education will give all material at home. When any student cannot attend their class, he can attend their class when I have time. But online education is very cheaper. We can say that little money, high profit in online education. But online education show a lot of demerits. For example, when any student have no interest in their class, he close their class. But if he may be in offline class, he must attend their class. And when any parents did not carefully for their students study, he close their class and play online games and see more videos. It is harmful for them and their eyesight. So friends, we should try that we can only use for education. That's all about my presentation. Thanks for listening to me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Hello friends, good afternoon. My name is Tarachand Khedar. I am from Sikar district of Rajasthan. My father's name is Mr. Banoy Lal. He is a farmer. My qualification, I have done BSc first year. Now I am pursuing BSc second year. My motto is I want to become an airman because Air Force life is an adventurous life. I serve for the nation and touch the sky with glory. My strength is my self-confidence. My weakness is I am trusting easy others. My specialty is I am a good learner. My hobbies are playing cricket and playing kabaddi and reading newspaper and religious book reading. It's my all about introduction. Today my topic is rural life and versus village urban life. First of all, I want to express my views on village life. Village life is good, also good because many outdoor games in prefer village. It's a make your health and mind because it's a time of technology. Citizens are also good in technology and villagers are also good in hard work. Villagers prefer many outdoor games and give your 100%. Villagers in many black magic and superstition comparison to citizens. It's a wrong way about in citizens. Black magic in whole world about spread day by day. It's a reason that villagers trust easily others and citizens not trust. It's a awareness, citizens aware in any social media. Citizens are more advanced because many educational group in a city and industries and more prefer hospitals. Villagers is totally depend on agriculture. Agriculture is a backbone of our country because in a economic system improve, grow and agriculture is first. Citizens is also good in taxpayers. Taxpayer is a good thing that economic grow our nation. That's all about my presentation. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Hello friend.
Hi friend.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
Today I am introduce myself. Before I am going to the stage, I want to get a permission. Shall I start?
Yes, of course.
My name is Mohit Kumar. I belong to Sirsa district of Haryana. My father name is Mr. Jagdish Kumar. He is a farmer. My qualification is I have done my 12th standard and now I am pursuing BA first year. My hobbies are playing volleyball and listening music. My motto of life to become an airman because it is a adventurous life and given opportunity to serve the nation and touch the sky with glory. That's all about my introduction. Now I am discuss a relevant topic on the Statue of Unity. The Statue of Unity is the statue of first Vice Home Minister and Vice Prime Minister of the India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It is located in Narmada district of Gujarat. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is also known as the Iron Man of India. It is the tallest statue in the world and become 4 times of the Statue of Liberty with a height of 182 meters. This statue is dedicated by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the October 31st, 2018 on the 143 birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Because of this Statue of Unity, many people of nearby area of Narmada district are get employment directly or indirectly. But many people controversy this because they think that this is the wastage of money and they think that this use in a best safety of education and improve education system. That's all my presentation. Thanks for listening me. Have a good day. Bye bye.
सेव जाप की करनी है आपने डायरेक्ट।
Hello friends, good afternoon.
वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून।
Today my topic is some few topic I want to discuss with you. I want to tell about my village. My village name is Sunari, which is located in the Nagaur district of Rajasthan. Its name depicts from the Sunar caste, who works about the ornaments. In ancient time there is a large number of Sunars present in our village. That's why my village name depicts Sunari. My village Sarpanch is Mr. Bhavanlal. In my village there are several temples and hospitals and government schools and many social facilities are available. In my village there are several temples, and in my village many birds and domestic animals can be seen, which are omitted from the cities. Now in my village there are a very good environment and the best example of the beauty of nature which is created by the God. Now I want to say something about the nature. Nature is the mother of every living being because it provides every basic needs of the human beings to survive on this earth. Nature is the backbone of earth. If we disbalance nature, it disbalance our life. As in corona comes just because we disturb the nature, then it also disturb our life. That's why many disasters comes because we disbalance nature. This is because of lack of education level in India. Now I want to say something about education. Today the level of education is on its zenith, but Indian citizen can't know on the era of 2020. As education is comparable to the elixir because it provides a way of living and standard of living. Education changes a woman into a well gentleman of a man. In our constitution, the most important aspect is that right to education. It means it's the moral obligation of every Indian citizen to become educated, because an educated person can create an ideal society. And at the present time, if an uneducated person can't stand in front of few educated persons, that's why education is mandatory for each and every person. Education has no foundation for any kind of generation. It can be learnt in any stage of human life. At the end, I want to say that every difficult question has a book, but the book of life is education. Now some people can't take the serious as education. That's why they become unemployed and they get to do the criminal things. Now that these small criminal things become as a terrorist attack when they come in the contact of big social evils. So I want to say something about terrorism. The terrorism is the biggest problem in front of whole world, because today terrorism like a pandemic disease which is spread in all over this world. As an example of Afghanistan now present. Terrorism, the main cause of terrorism is brainwash done by some social evils which always stay back, and they influence the young generations and manipulate their mind to kill the large number of people. Their main motto is to destroy the humanity in society. They have no caste and religions. They want to kill large number of peoples. They have no mercy about the women's, child's and peoples, because they have no caste. At last, its problem can be rooted out by the Indian soldiers. So I want to say something about the Indian soldiers. The Indian soldiers are the real superheroes of our life because they can't think about their life. They protect their country. Soldier life is the ideal life because they totally depend on the principles. Human can die, but principles never. In soldier life, a soldier becomes so determined that it can survive in any condition in front of it. In soldier life, it sacrifices each and every emotions, such like his wife, family, and behind the protection of his country, because the main motto of his life is to protect his country. Then after his life, at last I want to say that every Indian soldier has the feeling of patriotism and full of enthusiasm about their country. Now I want to say something about the soldiers shows the unity of India. So the main symbol of unity of India is the Statue of Unity, which is known as the first Home Minister of our India, Mr. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is also known as the Iron Man of India. The biggest statue, the tallest statue of the world is the Statue of Unity, which is about 182 meters tall, and it is about 4 times than the Statue of Liberty. The construction of such a huge statue was started from the 31st October 2014 and was completed in the 2018. It is designed by the Indian sculptor Ramveer Sutar. Today this great monument present in among us just because our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi. I want to say that this statue is not a tribute to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It is the first such a huge tourism place which is present in India. This statue not only a statue of stone, it shows the unity and the sacrifices of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It shows the union in India, that there are many diversities, religious and caste and gods present in India. Beside it, the people live with the feeling of brotherhoodness and shows the unity to the world. That's why India is known about their unity. That's all about presentation. Thanks for listening me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Hi friends.
Hello friend.
Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
How are you?
I am fine and you?
I am also fine.
That's good news.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Today I am going to introduce myself. Before I am going to this stage, I wanna get your permission. Shall I start?
Yes, of course.
I am Anil Kumar. I belong to Sikar district of Rajasthan. My father's name is Mr. Sri Ram. He is a teacher. My qualification is I have done B.Ed first year. Now I am pursuing B.Ed second year. My motto is I want to join Indian Air Force because I serve for the nation and touch the sky with glory. My hobby is gardening and playing cricket. My strength is my self-confidence. My weakness is I am too emotional. My specialist is I am a good learner. That's all about my introduction. Today I want to express my views on importance of English language in a student life. Shall I start?
Yes, of course.
English is a language. It is the medium of communication. It has become a global language. This is an era of globalization. Therefore, in this situation, it has become necessary that we should learn English. There are many sectors in which English is required. So, if we want to create more opportunities for us, English is required. We have seen that many times that players are not able to express their views, such as level, and many players full embraced. We have seen that a child goes from state board to CBSE board or ICSE board. He does not able to accept the language of subjects. English in not only government sectors but in many private jobs English is required. For example, a receptionist in a hotel, English is required for communicate with visitors. That's all about my presentation. Thanks for listening to me. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Hello friend.
Hi friend.
Good afternoon. Today I am going to introduce myself in front of you. My name is Sumit Saini. I belong to Sikar district of Rajasthan. My father name is Mr. Rakesh Kumar Saini. He is a shopkeeper. My qualification, I have done BSc first year and now I am pursuing BSc second year. My motto, I want to become airman because I serve the nation and touch the sky with glory. My hobby is listen music. My strength is my self-confidence. That's all about my introduction. Today is my topic, Statue of Unity. To express on my view, Statue of Unity. Statue of Unity is Indian first Prime Minister and Home Minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It's known as Iron Man of India. It's located in Narmada district of Gujarat. The construction was started 31st October 2014 and now completed mid-October 2018. The Statue of Unity was dedicated by nation by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On 143rd birthday anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The statue was built on private partnership model. The Statue of Unity is world highest statue. Is not only tribute Iron Man of India, but also such as first tourist attraction in place in India. It's a termed pride of nation. Many social activists and political parties, the Statue of Unity was wastage of money, like for country India. The reason the government of India released 200 crore on this project to attract several peoples and political parties. The Statue of Unity is over others to like women's safety, education and agriculture scheme. That's all about my presentation. Thank you for listening me. Have a good day. Bye bye.